Good evening, Suara Gracia listeners. It's nice to meet you again. This evening, Jesus is the rock. Okay, so I'm here tonight alone because, yes, this is a holiday season. Miss Audrey is out of the town. So here I am. So join us for the English time tonight. You can join us with the... Well, you can join us in our WhatsApp or in the Instagram Live. Okay, so my week in Cirebon. So let me share you a little story about my week. So this past week I was in Cirebon, and it was a week that felt, well, a little bit full. Not just full of activities, but full of moments. I started the week by opening something special at my workshop. That is the holiday special classes. So we had sewing classes, menjahit ya, and also resin classes, and it was beautiful to see people learning, creating, and laughing together. So there is something very special about watching someone create something with their own hands. Small details, but full of joy. I also had the opportunity to spend time with my friends with disabilities. We learned together, we laughed all together, and as always, they reminded me that that learning is not about limitations, but about possibilities. I also spent with these friends, and there was a small moment that stayed with me. They have a hydroponic garden there, and I bought some, bok choy that they grew themselves. I watched two of them carefully harvest the vegetables, clean the roots, wash them, pack them into plastic, and then hand them to me with such pride. At first, the staff wanted to just give it to me, the bok choy, for free. But I insisted to pay. You know why? Because I believe that when we exchange value like this, we pay what they already grow up. It is not just about the money. It is about the recognition. It is about saying what you did matters. Okay, and I could see it in their faces, their energy change when they accepted my money. Not because of the amount, but because their work had meaning. Okay, jadi mereka menanam pakcoy ya. Ada macam-macam sayuran di sana, tapi yang panen itu adalah pakcoy. So saya memaksa untuk membayar, dan setelah saya bayar tuh terlihat ya dari wajahnya tuh langsung cerah, sumringah gitu ya. Sebenarnya bukan uangnya yang berharga ya, tetapi pekerjaan mereka yang mereka lakukan itu punya arti karena mereka anak-anak disabilitas ya. Okay, but this week also was not about joyful moments. I also attended 2 farewell services for loved ones who passed away. Moments like that are always quiet and heavy in a different way, and they remind us about life and how fragile it is. And one is coming tomorrow. And in the middle of all that, I also had a very special moment in church. So yesterday, Sunday, it was my first time I served as a the name of it is called primus in the worship service. So a primus is someone who helps lead the flow of the worship, especially in guiding parts of the liturgy and supporting the movement of the service, so that the service will run meaningfully and in order. So it was a new experience for me. A little bit nervous at first, sedikit nervous ya, because I had to bring the Bible, and then behind me was the priest. So we were walking to the stage. Because standing there, I realized something again, that service is not always about being seen. Nggak hanya karena kita terlihat orang ya, but about being present, that kita hadir and being faithful in small responsibilities. And And sometimes we grow into roles we never planned for, but somehow we are gently led into them. Okay, so when I look back again this week, begitu banyak kegiatan selama 1 minggu ya, and I also missed one activity, that is singing together last Saturday night because I got a bad flu. So it wasn't just a list of things that I did, it was a reminder that life moves in very different directions at the same time. So it feels like a mix of everything: creation, laughter, farewell, service, and growth, all in 1 week. So life doesn't always come in neat categories. Sometimes it all happens in the same week, and maybe that is what makes it beautiful. Not because everything was easy, but because everything was real. So that was my week in Cirebon, and maybe that is why today's thought feels important. Apa yang kita mau pelajari hari ini sedikit penting gitu ya. Karena because in the middle of everything we do, we often forget to ask ourselves one simple question: how are we actually experiencing our time? Bagaimana sih kita menjalankan waktu-waktu kita? Kadang-kadang itu yang kita sering lupa ya, bertanya kepada diri kita sendiri. Karena itu bukan kita not feeling the time, but we are living the time. Okay, so in the next session, in session 2, let's talk about something we often take for granted, hal yang sering kita cuekin nih ya, gitu ya, and how it slowly becomes the most valuable luxury we have. Okay, so stay with me in the second session. That is about the most expensive thing in life is not what you think. Okay, see you in session 2. Okay, welcome back to English Time, Keluarga Gracia. So let me ask you a question. When you hear the word luxury, what comes to your mind? A luxury car? A luxury car? Or a designer handbag? Okay, a designer handbag? Or a five-star hotel? Five-star hotel? For many years, that is exactly what luxury meant. Owning something expensive, having something exclusive, showing success through what we own. But lately, something seems to be changing. More and more people are saying something surprising. The greatest luxury is not money. It is time, waktu. Time to sleep without setting an alarm. Time to have breakfast without rushing. Time to read a book, time to sit with your parents, time to watch the sunset, time to do absolutely nothing without feeling guilty. Which one that you like? To do some absolutely nothing without feeling guilty ya. Gak ngapa-ngapain tanpa rasa bersalah, itu yang paling menyenangkan pasti ya. Okay, so the first reflection, think about it. Have you ever had one of those weekends where you didn't do anything extraordinary, but on Monday, hari Seninnya, you felt, I really needed that? Emangnya saya perlu ya weekend itu, gitu ya? Maybe luxury is not always about buying something. Maybe it is finally having time to enjoy what you already have. Okay, so I'd love to hear from you this evening. Actually, you can send a WhatsApp or join live in my Instagram. So if someone gave you 3 extra hours today, ya, ada 3 jam ekstra nih, what would you do? Would you sleep? Would you sleep like this? Okay, or would you visit your parents? Or would you read? Okay. Or exercise? Or cook? Or simply do nothing, gak ngapa-ngapain? So what is your answer, Keluarga Gracia? Apa nih kira-kira kalau dapat 3 jam ekstra hari ini mau ngapain? Mau tidur aja? Mau ke rumah orang tua, mengunjungi mereka, baca atau latihan, olahraga, atau memasak, atau enggak ngapa-ngapain? So interestingly, many researchers say consumer preferences are changing. People are still buying beautiful things, but more and more people are investing in experiences, travel, family time, wellness, learning something new. Not because things don't matter anymore, but because memories often last longer than purchases. So listen to this storytelling. Imagine two people, okay? One buys the newest handphone. Nih ada yang beli handphone baru ya ceritanya ya. And then the other, orang yang kedua ya, the other takes 2 days off just to spend time with family. So neither choice is wrong, gak ada yang salah. But if you ask people years later, nanti nih bertahun-tahun kemudian, many won't remember which phone they had, but they will remember that dinner, that conversation, that weekend, those laughs. Time has a funny way of becoming more valuable as we grow older. Okay, so those, you can imagine the two people. Okay, next is the reflection number 2. Here is another question. So the first question is, if someone gave you 3 extra hours today, what would you do? The second one, when you were younger, what did you think luxury was? Has your answer changed? Waktu muda mikirnya apa sih yang benda yang sesuatu yang mewah? Sekarang bagaimana? So mine certainly has. Saya pasti berubah jawabannya ya. Maybe because as we grow older, we realize we can earn more money. We can buy another bag, another phone, another car. But we can never buy yesterday back. Kita nggak bisa beli yang kemarin lagi ya. Hari kemarin udah nggak ada lagi. Okay, so finish this sentence. Luxury for me is titik. So what is your answer? Luxury for me is... So there are no right or wrong answer actually. So maybe it is a quiet. You can answer is luxury for me is a quiet morning. Or luxury for me is a cup of coffee before everyone wakes up. Or luxury for me is an afternoon nap. Tidur siang. Aduh, susah sekali dapat waktu tidur siang ya. Or luxury for me is dinner with my family. Oh, kalau yang hidup sendiri nggak ada keluarganya nih. Or maybe luxury for me is turning my phone off for one whole day. Seharian nggak pegang HP. Bisa nggak ya kira-kira keluarga Gracia? So I'd love to know yours keluarga Gracia. Kira-kira apa? Barangkali boleh juga nih tulis di WhatsApp Suara Gracia ya. Nanti kalau ada boleh dibacakan jawabannya. So there's beautiful quote that says, the richest people are not always the ones who have the most. They are the ones who have enough time to enjoy life. Okay, so the quote is, the richest people are not always the ones who have the most. They are the ones who have enough time to enjoy life. Orang paling kaya bukan orang yang punya segalanya. Tapi orang yang paling kaya adalah orang yang punya cukup waktu untuk menikmati hidup. So I think there is some truth in that, because what good is a beautiful house if you are never home? Apa gunanya rumah bagus kalau kamu nggak pernah ada di rumah? What good is a dream vacation if you are too exhausted to enjoy it? Apa artinya, apa bagusnya tuh liburan yang udah kita impikan, tapi ternyata di saat liburan justru malah kita kecapean, nggak bisa enjoy, nggak bisa menikmati. Or what good is success if you never have time to celebrate it? Apa artinya sukses kalau kamu tidak pernah merayakannya, arti kesuksesan itu? Oke ya, itu quote-nya artinya itu ya. Okay, and then let me ask something a little more personal. Sekarang pertanyaan yang ketiga. We often talk about time like it is something we always lack. Ya, kita sering bicara waktu seolah-olah kita selalu kekurangan waktu. Padahal 24 jam itu kali 60 menit banyak banget ya. But tonight, I want you to think differently. So this is the question. What is something you always say, I don't have time for? I don't have time for apa titik. But deep inside, you actually wish you could make time for it. Berharap banget bisa melakukan itu ya. What is something? Apa sih sesuatu itu that you always say, I don't have time? For example, I don't have time for afternoon nap. Gak bisa tidur siang nih, tapi sebenarnya dalam hati tuh kepingin banget ya punya waktu untuk tidur siang. So it could be very simple. I don't have time for reading a book, or I don't have time for calling an old friend, or I don't have time for taking a walk, or I don't have time for praying quietly, or sleeping earlier, or just sitting without doing anything? Ini perasaan tiga-tiga pertanyaan jawabannya selalu ada do nothing ya. Kayaknya seru banget sih. Kayaknya mungkin yang paling enak adalah doing nothing ya. Okay, so here's the second question, the next question ya. If your day suddenly had 25 hours instead of 24, what would you add to your life? Not your schedule ya, bukan di dalam jadwal hidupmu, bukan. Tapi apa sih yang mau ditambahin dalam hidup? Because there is a difference between what we schedule and what we truly want. Ada beda ya apa yang kita jadwalkan dan apa yang ingin kita lakukan. So tell me, what is that one thing you keep postponing, yang selalu ditunda? Not because it is not important, bukan karena nggak penting, but because life is always too full. Tapi karena hidup itu sepertinya selalu penuh banget gitu ya. Okay, so alright, so let's hold on to that thought, because sometimes the most important things in life are the things we keep saying later to. Later, nanti gitu ya. Nah, itu yang sering terjadi. Jadi ada 3 pertanyaan keluarga Gracia. So if you have time and you can answer the questions, you can tell us the answer in WhatsApp Suara Gracia ya. So first one, if someone gave you extra 3 hours today, what would you do? The second one, tadi apa ya? The second one adalah, when you were younger, what did you think luxury was? Has your answer changed? And then number 3, what is something that you always say, I don't have time for, but deep inside you actually wish to make time for it? And then ini ada tambahannya, if your day suddenly had 25 hours, what would you add to your life? Tunggu jawabannya ya. So if there is one thing I hope you take with you today, it is this. Don't only spend your time, live it, really live it. And maybe tonight before you sleep, pause for a moment and ask yourself quietly, did I live today or did I just get through it? And if you want to go a little deeper, maybe ask yourself again, what did I truly live today? Not just go through. Maybe the definition of luxury is changing, not from expensive to cheap, but from owning more to living more, from collecting things to collecting moments. So tonight, I hope you find a little luxury by listening this English time. Maybe not in a shopping mall, but in conversation, a good meal, a peaceful drive, or simply a little more time for yourself. Okay, so, well, it came to my mind that one friend told me that she sometimes didn't have time for listening to English program in this radio, in English time. So for her, it is a luxury to be able to listen to English time. So I hope you are there, my friend, listening to English time tonight. And I hope everything that we share here can give you an insight for you. Okay, so that is the second session. That is about the most expensive thing in life is not what you think. So let's continue to session 3 later after this song and messages. Okay, all right, everyone. In session 2, we talked about something interesting. That maybe luxury today is not about expensive things, but about time. So now, in session 3, let's learn some English expressions that naturally connect to this idea. Expressions you can actually use in daily life. Not textbook English, but real life English. So this is about how to say it, and the topic is English expressions, time as the new luxury. So expression 1, that is make time for. Make time for ... This is very common. It means you intentionally choose time for something. For example, I need to make time for my family. Or I try to make time for exercises. Do you make time for yourself? So notice this. It is not I have time, but it is I make time. Okay, I make time. I need to make time. I try to make time. Do you make time? Bukan do you have time? Because sometimes we don't find time. We create it. Okay, kalau find, kita pasti bilangnya I have. Tapi we create, kita katakan make. So, make time for. So, expression number 2, take your time. Take your time, this one is very useful. It means don't rush. Relax, no pressure. For example, Take your time, I'm waiting. Udah santai aja gitu ya, kalau kita bilang dalam bahasa Indonesia ya. You don't need to rush, take your time. This is a very gentle expression in English, almost like giving someone space to breathe. Okay. And then expression 3, quality time. We often hear this in family context. It means time that is meaningful, not just being in the same place, but truly being present. For example, I want to spend quality time with my parents. We don't talk much, but we had good quality time together. Okay, that is time that is meaningful, not just being in the same place, nggak hanya karena sama-sama ada di tempat yang sama, tapi karena benar-benar hadir. That is quality time. Expression 4, time flies. Time flies ya. Suddenly 2 hari lagi udah Juli nih. 2 hari lagi udah bulan Juli. So, time flies, very natural English expression. It means time passes very quickly. For example, time flies when you are having fun. Wow, it's already July, for example. Time flies. You don't really literally feel time moving, but suddenly it's gone. And then expression 5, it is about time. This one is interesting. It means something should have happened earlier. For example, it is about time we met. It is about time you rested. Sometimes it can sound a bit emotional or serious, like a realization. And then the last expression, that is expression 6, time well spent. This is a beautiful one. So it means the time you used felt meaningful. For example, that dinner with my family was time well spent. Waktu yang dihabiskan dengan baik gitu maksudnya ya. Secara harafiah artinya itu, time well spent. That dinner with my family was time well spent. Reading a book this morning felt like time well spent. So not everything needs to be productive, but it should feel meaningful. Walaupun makan malam itu tidak produktif, berarti kita tidak melakukan sesuatu yang ada hasilnya ya, tetapi itu punya arti. That is, we can say time well spent. Okay, so this interaction moment, let me ask you this. Ini banyak pertanyaan ya malam ini ya. Tadi udah 4, ditambah lagi, ada lagi tadi ya. Selain 4 itu juga ada ada 2 lagi ya. Sekarang ada lagi nih. So let me ask you, keluarga Gracia, which one do you feel you need most right now? Make time, take your time, or time well spent? Which one that you need most? Make time for? Do you need time? Do you make time for apa? Do you need to make time for something? Misalnya seperti itu ya, mau make time for apa? Kemudian take your time or time well spent? Which one that you like most? That you feel you need most right now? Okay, you can answer that in the WhatsApp of this radio if you want to. Okay, so if we go back to our topic, the new luxury is time, then maybe English helps us say it better. I want to make time for what matters. I don't want to rush life. I want time well spent. I want quality time, not just busy time. So tonight we learned something simple, but very powerful, because maybe the way we speak also shows the way we live. And if time is truly our luxury, then maybe we should also speak about it more intentionally. Okay, keluarga Gracia, that is what we learned in session 3 about the expressions that time as a new luxury. Make time for, take your time, quality time, time flies, it's about time, and the last one is time well spent. Okay, think about those 6 and which one that you really need most right now. Okay, we'll continue to the closing later. Okay, keluarga Gracia, now we come to the end. Let's close the English time. Tonight we talked about how luxury is no longer just about things, but about time, presence, and how we live our everyday moments. And in English, we learned expressions that help us talk about it, like making time, taking your time, and time well spent. So maybe it all comes back to this, how we choose to use the time we are given. So, okay, keluarga Gracia, it's all about tonight. So, before we leave, never stop learning. There is always one more thing to learn. So, thank you for joining us. See you next week. God bless you all. Bye-bye.